Hey, this is Alex from the Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. To see more videos like this from the Good Old Boys, hit subscribe and support this independent podcast.
Darnell Mooney, wide receiver 74 last year, 40 receptions, 61 targets, 493 yards, 2 touchdowns, an average of 5.5 targets per game. Thoughts on Darnell Mooney?
Such a disappointment last year. Now, with him going with his finish, right, he's really kind of fallen off the draft board. So I do think that as a sleeper candidate for this year, he could see enough positive regression to be able to stick into a flex role in certain matchups. But I don't love this passing offense. And because of that, I'm not searching. If DJ Moore falls into my lap as my wide receiver 3, I might stick him in there. It's a good bye week fill in. Like, he still has that caliber to play up, but I didn't love Darnell Mooney to begin with. Last year, I did start to soften up on him and took a gamble on him in a couple spots, and I am regretting every second of that. So now he is back down to the bottom of my pile. Like, I am not drafting Darnell Mooney. I will run an empty wide receiver spot on my roster before I put him in there.
Yeah, and realistically, I know we have a small sample size because it's only 3 years that we're looking at here in terms of his NFL productivity. And, obviously 2 of those we have, Justin Fields. But even still, in 21, he had 140 targets. Sure, he only had 81 catches there. That's a number you'd like to see closer, but got over 1,000 yards and still only found the end zone 4 times. There are more fruitful options out there. And then obviously last year, he did not deliver with only playing in 12 games. First off, that hurts. 61 targets in those 12 games and 40 catches for 493 and 2. That, it's just, you can't have that as a reliable option, even in your wide receiver 3 spot. So even if he gets closer to, 2021 numbers, there are so many wide receivers in this league that I would rather look elsewhere.
I don't know if you're going to tell me that he gets 140 targets. I'll take the volume play and go with that, especially where he's going right now at wide receiver 49 off the board, 118 overall. That puts him kind of right there at the back end of a 10th round draft pick. So if you can tell me that he's going to get 140 targets and I can draft him in the 10th round, sure, I'll take the shot on him. But outside of that, no, thank you. And again, right, this is not a Chicago offense that we're going to see, throw the ball that many times to the point where, DJ Moore is going to eat and Darnell Mooney's going to eat and Chase Claypool's going to eat and Cole Kmet and Robert Tonyan are going to eat. There's just not, frankly, not a big enough pie to go around.